YouTube, what's going on, man? Favorite East Coast trucker, big trucker Ryan here, checking in on you. Yeah, out here in Stoughton, Mass. Wanted to break down a little bit about the trucking world out here. You know, I'm on these CDL pages on Facebook and stuff, and I hear a lot of new drivers out there asking a lot of questions, which is good. If you don't know, ask questions. That's important, you know, because how you gonna get the answer if you don't ask the question, right? That's right. So check it out. You know, I just want to add. Sometimes when you're out here on the road, it ain't all about driving and hitting docks, dropping hooks, offloading, live load, whatever you're doing. It's not about that sometimes. Sometimes there's that much more going on that, you know, in your job description that a lot of people don't tell you, or your school, whatever you graduated from, you got your license. They don't prepare you for certain things, you know. Out here on the road, you know, you got traffic, a lot of frustration, you know, turns, backing up into parking holes, you know, if you're new at it, it's tough. And then you have maintenance on your truck. You know, you don't know what certain noises are, you know, you don't know, trucks pulling a certain way, you know, vibrate when you hit the brakes, or whatever it is, you know. But you learn as you go. You know what I'm saying? And a big part of that is being a team player too for your company. You know, it goes a long way with your boss, with your company. You know, they'll look at you in a whole new way. You know, if you're one of them guys, say, hey, look, I got a problem with my truck and I don't know what it is, and I'm just gonna sit here until you come fix it. You know, yeah, I'll tell you what. When it comes around for a bonus or you want a day off, guess what? Yeah, man, I'll think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they're thinking. But if you're like, oh, well, let me see what I can do. Let me explore the engine. Let me get to know the engine. And, you know, I'll figure it out. Maybe I can find the problem. That's what they want to hear. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it, man. I'll deal with the problem and I'll keep it moving. That's what they want to hear. You want to be a good employee, good driver out here on the road. Plus, it gives you the knowledge. You know what I mean? To explore this engine right here, you know, you should do that anyway. You should do that anyway. You should get to know your whole engine. I climb on this thing right on top of it, wiping the windows, everything. Like, I don't even like using them sponges at the truck stops. I use blue towels and Windex. You know, I don't want all that crap all over my truck. You know, so that's just me. But I know my engine too. I got a Detroit diesel. I know everything about it. Well, not everything. I'm not a mechanic, but I know the basics. You know, if there's a noise or something leaking, or something needs to be filled, whatever it is. You know, I've been driving for about 10 years now, so I'm definitely not new, but something that I've been dealing with since the Tappan Zee Bridge from Harrisburg, PA to Stoughton, Mass. That was my route. A couple days out, and by the time I got to the Tappan Zee Bridge, right, I see my red check engine light come on and says stop. I'm like, oh snap! So I stopped the truck. You know, I don't want to hurt my motor, because that's you know, it's not my truck, but that's my livelihood right there. You know, my truck goes down, I don't get paycheck. You know, I gotta wait until it get fixed, and I can't put that on my family. So, you know, I gotta get out here and do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? So I get out and look, and I gotta. It's leaking from the bottom of the radiator. I can see it, but I can't get to it because there's a plastic cover around the fan, and it's got a lot of bolts to it. I don't have no tools in here. I actually just did some work on my pickup truck, so everything's in there. Anyway, yeah. So my boss there, he asked me if I could just keep getting coolant, and he'd reimburse me. You know, just stop at the TA, the Petros, the Flying J's and stuff, and just buy a shit ton of coolant and just keep filling it up. You know, make my delivery. You know, get my next pickup, 20 minutes down the road, hit that, and then hop back home. You know, would you mind doing that? No, I wouldn't mind doing that at all. You know what I mean? As long as you give me the money back. You know what I mean? He's like, save receipts. I got you. And you save receipts. I'm like, all right. You better give me that money. You know? So anyway, look. I've been leaking antifreeze like crazy. So in the meantime, you know, it's 3:30 in the afternoon right now. My load ain't ready till like 1:30 tonight. So I took a couple of the empty jugs that I had and cut the tops off. And I'm trying to save some of that stuff that falls out. And then I'm going to transfer it with a funnel to the next, to the other empty jugs I have. You know, that way, all that stuff that's hitting the ground is not a total loss. You know, just some things you got to do, you know what I mean? Like, plus I explored the whole engine. I couldn't find a hole, nothing. Like I said, that plastic cover was on there, because if I could have found it, I could have tried to patch it, but definitely couldn't do that. So, and you know, the next thing's on my list. You know, I just got me some dinner, got me some Gatorade, you know, with my dinner and stuff. And you know, now it's I cleaned my truck, waxed my floors, shook my rugs out, wiped everything down, you know, truck around style. You know, I got a clean truck. You know, I don't mess around with that dirty stuff. You know, my pickup truck dirty as hell. You know, you go in my pickup truck, it's a mess. A lot of people are like, you look at his personal vehicle. That'll really tell you how he lives. No, it don't. No, I put my dog in my truck. You know, I go down the river, rocks, dirt all over the floorboard. Come on, that's my pickup, man. You know, I got an old pickup for an old boy like myself. You know what I mean? I don't got to worry about floorboards getting dirty and washing and waxing my truck. I don't do that. You know, I got a good old boy truck. But this here's my house. This is different. This is my house. See, you know, I kick my boots off. They don't go past the steering wheel. My boots. Got shoes back there, little slippers for that. But it's my house. My food's in there. I fold my blankets when I get out. You know, I do all that stuff. So, you know, and there's only one thing left to do right here at this spot before I crash for the night. Let's clean up all this trash. You already know it. Truck with Ryan. God bless. Like and subscribe.